Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's the Titans holding on to the football as we jump into the action in quarter number 1. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Throwing now is Geno. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks are 12-2 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 50, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. It's 7-0 on EA Sports.
There we go.
See. Here to start quarter number 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play though gets them right back up to that level.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Tannehill. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 26. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, Cockrell holds it in left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back. Tannehill. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now Gino on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown down. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Cam Akers, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Gino. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run Walker, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just... build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Here's Walker. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him second down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Derrick Henry all alone. Shoves him aside. 39 yards there. A big one.
Derrick Henry. A gain of 39 yards. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Will Dissly, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
5 yards on the play.
On third down, here's Walker. Oh, Walker showing the power. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 65 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Again, it's Charbonnet. Pushes past him, fighting through. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Now, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A shot downfield for Burks. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Throwing now, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing